All right, good morning. Ah. So can I show your pillow to the world?
Of course.
Because I think it's so cool. This girl's all set up. You see her sheepskin little thing to insulate her from the earth currents, and her ohm on her tank top and her ohm on her pillow. Is that cool? Right? So so we can just kind of draft on her this morning, right? 'Cause this girl's set up. Thank you very much. So welcome to the Soul. We have some people from out of town and some of you that are locals, and we're just happy to have you all here. And then these are video broadcasts now, so we have online classes called Soul TV. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. And so who knows who's going to watch this class, you know? But I know who's watching. I know who's watching. And it is that we're here for. We're here for what's going on beneath our lives. It's easy to rush around. Do some of you kind of feel like you rush around at times? Right? And you know, that energy of rushing, kind of, if there is a holy presence around you, it kind of just extinguishes it. Because that holy presence is like chill. It's really cool, right? It just takes its time. It doesn't need to rush. So that's a pretty cool theme or to think about during this time of year where it's meant to slow down. You know, bears hibernate this time of year. There's a good reason for that. And the days are short. There's a good reason for that. So if we can maybe just, okay, if we need to get up earlier and do our stuff so we can have plenty of time to do it, so we're not rushed, it will change your life. You can mark my words on that. All right? So what a perfect practice for you this morning, because it is about slowing down, isn't it? And even then, we're probably going 1,000,000 miles an hour. You know what I mean? Because it's not just so simple to shut the motor off. Have you found that out? How is the activity in your mind going these days? Does it get you even in sleep? Does the mind seem active even in sleep? Right? How about when you sit down and do your prayers or meditate? Do you have thoughts? I'm just kidding. So here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker. Everything is so quiet in reality. It's really silent universe. There's like no talking. It's all telepathy, you know. It's all intuition. But everything that's real is silent. So, and in that silence, there is such amazing awareness of just this moment being perfect. You know, there's no like later in the perfection of the silence of the now. There's no like tomorrow. So can you imagine a life where it's like the Japanese tea ceremony? You know, it's like you pour the tea really slowly, you put all your loving care in brewing it, and in sipping it, you're just like totally present to the smell, the taste, the whole thing is just like, it's a practice of being present. Now what if life could be that way for you and me? This is why we have this practice here at the Soul anyway, to practice how sacred you are. Because this whole universe thing has its eyes only on you, my dear. Only on you. Only on each of us. Somebody is watching us, but not the way that humans watch us. They're watching from a place of intense love. Intense just, oh my God, you're my lover, you're my everything. Let's see if we can share a moment or two. That's all. The universe doesn't want anything from you. I swear to God, it doesn't want anything from you. You don't have to be a better girl, a better boy. You don't. It's just so in love with you, it's just waiting for a moment that you might even acknowledge it. Just to say hi, you know, hello, you know. So maybe in this class, we can give God the greatest joy. Imagine the one who created joy could have more joy when we, his lost sheep, so to speak, start to recognize that we've never been out of the fold. We're not black. We're in the fold and we're one with the Spirit. That brings Spirit a lot of joy. Let's bring our hands together, everyone. Sit up straight and tall. Those of you who are new, this may be a little different type of yoga. This is a consciousness class. This is soul-driven and soul-centered. This is all about how we can put our attention on that which we really are and not make a big deal about that which we aren't. Let's rub our hands together. And we start by chanting Om. It's a universal note, you know. It's a very comforting sound because the Om is the Holy Spirit, which is the Holy Comforter. So if some of you feeling like you're uncomfortable with life a little bit, uncomfortable in your racing mind and racing life, maybe this one note right here can settle you down. Inhale the breath. Let's do it. It's sound healing, you guys. Let's do it again. This sound can just totally up the resonance of your cells right now. So if they're vibing a little sickly or if there's some inharmony in them or disease in them, this can actually bring a new resonance and a new vitality to every one of your cells. Inhale. So let's feel the sound therapy. Hey, and this final one is that little thing called letting go. So let go of any ideas that you might have about this class, that you might have about today, that you might have about anything. Let's see if you can really, really empty yourself. Let's feel the Om helping us to do that. Inhale. And slowly let your arms release down, palms upturned. Hug your shoulder blades a little. This isn't going to have anything to do, as I mentioned before, with the outer parts of you, because if you take care of the inner, the outer will be perfect. If you forget the inner and just focus on the outer, you're going to be a mess and continue to be one. This is a time for God, quite frankly, my friends. The one who's most neglected and forgotten in life. Can you imagine? The greatest lover of all that is, of you and me, of abundance, of prosperity, of perfect health and all that, we forget? It doesn't make too much sense, does it? Until now. Until each of you arrived here this morning. Because I promise you, it's not random. You're here because Source is desperate for you. So let's awaken some desperation from our end too, as we do our pranayama breathing. Inhale, push your belly out. Bring your breath into the diaphragm, to the chest, to the throat. Open your mouth and let go. I know you guys got big plans for this world, but have you noticed people are disappearing by the second inhale? And they don't come back. They just disappear. Open your mouth, exhale. And their bodies are put to rest or they're cremated. But have you ever wondered where everyone's going? Inhale the breath. Now while you're making plans, open your mouth, exhale. While you're thinking that there's some kind of future for you, right? There never will be if you're not in the now. Inhale. There will just be stress for you, confusion for you, complications for you. Open your mouth, exhale. I guess we as humanity haven't quite put two and two together quite yet. Inhale. That your whole happiness level on this planet depends on how well you're doing with your good and bad habits. Open your mouth, exhale. Are you winning or are you losing? There is your happiness factor or lack of. Inhale. Let's receive some light and a lot of soul support this morning in breathing. Open your mouth, exhale. And notice if there's a place of receptivity in your head right now, inhale, where maybe a thought will stick there. Just one. All you need is one. I'll probably give you over 700 ideas. Open your mouth, exhale this morning. But notice if that place in your brain is willing now to receive a little portion of truth. Inhale. That is specifically meant for you. Open your mouth. Exhale. Because it's so easy to let it go in one ear and then out the other. Inhale. Let's receive some. Remember, this class is designed for you. You have been called to be here. Open your mouth. Exhale. This is the class that can change your life. Let's make a fist and squeeze the life force and say thank you for the life within us. Squeeze from toes to the top of your head. Squeeze your muscles to the bones, please. And exhale. Thank you. Oh my God. Somehow I thought I was entitled. Inhale to do what I want today. I forgot to know that my life is on lease. Exhale. And I don't know when the lease is going to be up. Inhale the breath. So I'm very grateful for this. I'm grateful for every moment that I have to think of Source. Exhale. Because that's how my brain evolves. By thinking of the reality. Inhale. If you really want to evolve, you love the reality. Exhale. And you put all your other ideas on hold. Inhale. While you get closer to the reality. Exhale. I know you all have had moments. You've had some brilliant, soulful moments in this life thus far. Inhale. You can kind of remember them, can't you? Exhale, where you were really clear about the purpose of your life. You were really centered in something special. Inhale, squeeze. But now they're just kind of this idea you once had. Exhale. Let's see if we can recall that right now in this morning's class. Inhale, squeeze. And bring it back to the forefront of our consciousness. Exhale. Bring it back that period of your life where you were really soul-centered. Maybe it's now. That's awesome. Remember that time where you actually felt a connection to something that wasn't physical. It had nothing to do with people. It had nothing to do with things. It had nothing to do with what you did. It had everything to do with this unseen, invisible, intangible, silent presence. See if you guys can recall some moments like that. Because I would do anything in my power to have today be a day that you could walk in that energy. Walk in that silence. Walk in that peace. Walk in your power. Walk in the fact that there is no death, that there is no sickness, that you are an immortal, that the light is here to heal you, that you don't have to go the way of karma that's been set out, the way that people say it's going to happen for you. You are a free bird. You're a healthy bird. You are contented. You're fulfilled. There's nothing you have to race around to get anymore. I would do anything in my power that we all could, at least in intention, hold such a possibility for us today. I'm going to ask that we all now approach the most difficult thing a human can ever approach. And that is moving around in these bodies, but not letting the mind wander. Not letting your heart go to the past or worry about the future. Not plan for your brunch or who you're going to be with today and what you're going to do. So I throw out to you a gauntlet, a challenge, to stay present to the reality that's within and without. Don't let your mind wander for a second. Stay inside yourself. Here we go. Let's come into standing posture, please. So you can move your pillows out of the way. Shake your legs out for starters, okay? And let your arms move and let your shoulders move, and any which way you just want to let this energy, maybe it's some restless energy, start to even out some. And then take your arms and swing them left and swing them right. Doesn't matter. Try not to figure anything out. The mind always wants to figure it out, wants to know why. What is this doing for me? Do I really need to do this? See, if we can let ideas like that go, folks, what will come up is some of that soul light and soul energy that's just ready to take over your life. Okay, let's come back to our center line. Bring your feet together and your arms down by your side. Squeeze the ball mound of your big toe, little toe, and the center of your heel down to the mat. Draw your abs in, squeeze your calves, squeeze your thighs, tuck your tailbones under, and let's slowly inhale our arms out and up. Space up here, Paul, over here. And exhale, just to slowly release. Release. See if you guys can really continue to empty and let go of what you think you know. Inhale and just receive this moment. Pure. This is healing life force when you can just be present to it. Exhale. And then plug up the energy leaks of thinking about something else. Here we go again. Inhale. Receive some good light. Infinite light we live in. And exhale, relax, empty. Just become an empty vessel. Inhale, here we go again. So you can fill up this morning. Exhale. A lot of you think it's just enough to come in, fill up, and then you go out and you leak it all out, and then you get ready. Down and out, and then you come and fill up, then you leak it out. Exhale. Isn't it getting a little old? Isn't it really getting a little old? Now inhale your arms up, but put your palms forward or towards each other, and exhale, bend your knees, come down into a little chair seat. Don't worry, that's not you. The soul would never let you down. That's just the ego who wants to make sure you're not happy. That's all that is. And somehow we have kind of bought into it too. I've seen so many people really have the light go on, really be in their element, and then just, you know, well, I know it's there, I'll come back to it, but I want to go be more miserable for a while. Sometimes they come back and the light doesn't turn on as fast as it did the time before. If it's anywhere near being on, if you're interested at all in it, folks, keep it on. Inhale, push up. Open your mouth, tuck your tailbone, come back, do a little back bend. But please don't take it for granted. Inhale. You don't know when your lease is going to be up. Exhale. So this moment in the light and in love is empowering. Inhale. You can finish some old business in this moment. You can evolve your consciousness in this moment. Again, inhale and fall back. Strong legs, please. Inhale, reach up, and once more come down in a little chair seat. Tuck your tailbones under. Just a breath at a time. Relax your faces and cheeks and tongues. You know, we kind of have the same ritual every time we practice together, the same reminders, don't we? I'm telling you, there's a place in your brain that's taking it in now. The brain that's connected to your heart, right? Because it's your time. You are ready. Inhale, push up. Open your mouth. Let's come back. Back bend. Trust your legs. Again, inhale. Come back. Empty vessels. No desires. Inhale. Just happiness in this moment. Completeness with source in this moment. Once more. Fall back, baby. Inhale, reach up, and float your arms all the way down by your side. That's brilliant. Relax. Drop your chin down to your chest. Let the neck go long. And then roll your chin to one side, to a shoulder, and then over to the other. Let's just appreciate the littlest things. And now small circles. Take a little roundabout way and take your neck and in awareness and breathing one direction and reverse, please. Stay here, just for the class. You can do what you want later. And large circles. So many people in your life wish you would change, you know. And reverse. You wouldn't want to know how many.